This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Good morning. It's now time for our cooking segment. We're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen with Andrea Greer. If you don't know who she is the head chef at Northeast Regional Medical Center. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So today we're going to be making some crab cakes.
We are. I've been told, though, it's been made, so I'm going to have to step it up.
So you have some big shoes to fill.
I do.
Well, in your case, it would be little shoes because I think your feet are bigger than Carol's.
Probably.
All right. So let's go ahead and what are we going to do?
Okay, so we're going to start off with the crab meat. You can buy the canned crab meat at, at Hy-Vee or Walmart. We'll go ahead and put that in.
Okay.
And then we're going to add in a little Grey Poupon. You want to hand me that?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a spoon, so we're going to do it like that. Thank the Lord for gloves, right?
Yep.
Then we're going to add in the egg. And of course, if you're at home, just use one whole egg.
Okay.
This is a liquid egg that we use at the hospital.
Okay.
It's a lot easier for us.
Now, do you want to already have it?
Yeah, you want to have it already broken, whisk up.
Okay.
We're also going to add in some Worcestershire sauce. There you go. Good job. Look at
I'm
you.
getting better at this.
Watch out, world. Okay. You add about a tablespoon of that. Just give it a little flavor.
Okay.
Then we're going to add in a little bell pepper.
Okay.
And you want to cut these up really small because you don't want that to be the whole bite. When you take a bite out of the crab cakes, you don't want to get just peppers. So I always tell people, and even my employees at work when we're making these, if you don't know how to cut it really small, put it in a blender.
Oh, okay.
Blend it up. You're going to have a lot more juices that way, but you'll just have to add more breadcrumbs to it.
That's fine. Okay. That's an easy alternative.
Yep. So we'll throw it in there. Or if you're afraid of a knife, some people are afraid of knives.
Yeah.
So let's add a little salt and pepper.
Just a pinch?
Just a pinch, yeah. Give it a little loving.
Okay.
Then we're going to put a little hot sauce.
Cholula.
It's the best thing ever.
Yes, it is. I'm so happy that somebody agrees with me.
Just give it a little heat, a little more flavor, and then we're going to add in the pancos and mix it all up. And in the pancos, I went ahead and put the Italian seasoning and a little salt, so it gives a little flavor.
So for people that aren't familiar with this, because I just discovered this a couple weeks ago, this is completely different from breadcrumbs, correct?
Yeah, well, it's a Japanese breadcrumb.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, it's a little
now,
different.
Can you use breadcrumbs, or is this preferred for?
This is preferred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you probably could, but I've always used panko.
Okay.
I think it works better. It binds it together.
Okay.
And the thing with this is you want to add a little bit, and then we'll mix it. If you want to go ahead and turn up that pan. We got that pan in there with a little bit of olive oil in it. And as you see, it's real loose still. So let's go ahead and add some more.
Oh, I see.
breadcrumbs.
So you kind of just want to continue adding until you get.
That's right.
Okay.
Until it gets, especially if you put your bell peppers into the Roboku or a blender, you're going to have a lot more juice.
Okay.
And a way to test it is to try to make little balls with it.
Okay.
And if it holds, then you're good.
Okay.
And if you put too much panko, it's not a big deal. You can put a little more egg, a little more Worcestershire, just add a little more.
Just to kind of even it out.
Grey Poupon, something like that.
Okay.
So as that pan heats up.
So do you want this to be like sizzling? Because we have some oil in here.
Yeah, you want it. I mean, you want it pretty hot. I mean, we're not going to cook.
Because I'm doing the wrong one.
I
had one job, and I don't get it right.
All these buttons, I'll tell you what.
Alrighty.
So if you're at home, get a half a. Oh man, look at that! It went blank. Just get a half a scoop, and a half a cup scoop.
Okay.
And put it in there and put it out, and so that way you got even ones. And if you're gonna do it at home, obviously you're gonna do it as a meal, so make them bigger.
Okay.
Make it as.
Alrighty.
So we went ahead and formed this.
Okay.
And as our pan heats up, we'll go ahead and put it in here.
And then how long are you going to want these to cook on each side?
You just want them to start sizzling. If your pan's, you actually want to put it in as soon as the pan gets real hot.
Okay.
And it's about to start, you don't want it quite smoking, but sizzling.
Okay.
So it's a half a minute.
Okay.
You just want to brown it, flip it, brown it, and then pop it in the oven at 350 for a couple minutes.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll continue doing that, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and show off the final product and, of course, taste it, our favorite part of the show.
That's
okay?
right.
All right. And welcome back. If you are just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, and we just made crab cakes, courtesy of Andrea Greer, the head chef at Northeast Regional Medical Center. So really quickly, go ahead and explain how we got to this deliciousness right here.
Okay, so we started with the lump crab meat. We added a little bit of egg, some panko breadcrumbs that we put the Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper into it. We also added some Grey Poupon, a little bell pepper, some Worcestershire, and a little hot sauce, a little salt and pepper.
And then you said that when you can start frying it is when they actually clump together, right?
When you can clump it together and form little balls out of it.
All right, and then once we get it into the frying pan, you already want the frying pan to be hot, right?
That's correct.
Sizzling. And then how often do you flip them, or how long do you cook them for?
You just want to flip it once. You want to cook it for, depending on how hot your oil gets, you want to go for about a half a minute to a minute. You want that nice brown color, and then flip it and do it on the other side. And then remove it from the pan and put it into your oven at 350 for about 4 or 5 minutes till it gets to about 155 in the middle.
All right, interesting. And also you had pointed out that if people don't know how to finely chop vegetables or just don't feel comfortable doing them really small, to go ahead and put it in a blender, right?
That's right. If you're at home, you can just pop it in a blender. The only thing you got to take note for is that you will have a lot of juices, natural juices that come out of the bell pepper. You'll just have to add a little more panko to it.
Okay, now we have the finished product, and when you were putting on the sauce, I asked you what this is, so explain what the sauce is.
We did a Cajun aioli. It is a mayonnaise-based sauce. It's on the recipe. It has mayonnaise and lemon juice, a little Cajun seasoning, a little hot sauce in it, and it has a little bit of sour cream.
So a little kick to it?
A little kick to it. Gives a little love.
Are we allowed to try it?
Go for it.
That was really good.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I really like the sauce. It definitely gives it a kick. So, what other sauces do you recommend if they don't want to make this sauce? Like just regular tartar sauce, is that okay?
You can. Other people do a mustard-based sauce, like a Grey Poupon sauce. You could do tartar if you're that big of a tartar fan.
Okay.
But I'm not, so I wouldn't suggest it.
I like this sauce. It's very delicious. All right, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and post the recipe on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just click on the top of the homepage on Good Morning Heartland, and then you'll find the recipes on the bottom of the page. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Ella Soroka.
And I'm Samantha Croy.
Your news will continue tonight, KTVO News at 5, but you can check us out anytime at heartlandconnection.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.